Hi friends, how are you tonight? So we are diving into the world of division. You did a great job with multiplication, so now we're going to do the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division, or the opposite. This is a pretty big lesson, so we're going to chop it up into a couple of pieces. The first one tonight is going to be discussing just the strategies. So we're only going to be doing activity 1 tonight. Tomorrow in class, we will have activity 2 and 3 put together for in-class purposes. But tonight we're going to discuss and compare the different methods of long division. That is going to be the kind of overarching process. If you have your SAB book, we are looking at page 163. Now, we have the 3 major strategies. We're looking at them right here. And what you need to see is place value sections. So if you have a hard time getting really close to that number that you're trying to divide, place value sections might work for you. Because if you have any left over, you just make a new section. So we're trying to figure out, we're using the rectangle here to find out we have the length, we have the width, we need the length. So we have to do the opposite. If we do length times width equals area, and we have the area and we have the width, but we don't know the length, we have to divide to get the length, okay? So if I'm looking at the place value sections, you just build a new section with however much you have left over. So you're looking at basically 3,822. How many times does 7 go into 3,822? Well, knowing my zeros and my tens and my hundreds, I can go 7 times 5 is 35. That would be 3,500 if I did it by 500. Well, let me just do one more. 7 times 6 would be 42. 42 is larger than this 38. So I'm going to go with the 5. So that's 500. I'm going to subtract. I get 322. I'm going to create another section. Now I'm looking at 322. 7 goes into 322. This is where our estimation and then getting to those zeros really helps us out. 7 times 50 would be 350. That's too much. So I'm going to go down 1 to 40, which is 280. I'm going to subtract. Then I'm going to create a new section. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Then I'm going to add each one of the place values together to get 546. Now, in comparison, we're going to use the same number set so that you can see it a different way. You can get the answer the same way. And what our job as mathematicians is find the most efficient way, but also our job as a mathematician is to see the patterns in other strategies and how to get to the same answer. So in expanded notation, you basically are taking this top part and building up, all right? So you're doing the same kind of a division. So you're taking 3,822, dividing it by 7. How many times does 7 go into, I would look at 3,800, okay? And we've already said 500 times 7 is 3,500. So I'm going to subtract. I get 322. Move to the next one. 7 goes into 322. 40 times at 280. And then I'm just stacking my numbers going up as opposed to laying them across in place value sections. You're going to add it up and it's still going to be 546. Now, the method that your parents know, the method that I was taught the method that is probably, if you might realize, is the most efficient is if you go digit by digit and you divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. It's the same process. So you're looking at 7 does not go into 3. It can't. So you're looking at 38, which would be 5. Subtract 35. You're going to subtract 35 from 38. You're going to get 32. You bring down the 2. Now you're looking at just 32. 32 divided by 7 is 28. Subtract and bring down. You have 42. 42 divided by 7 is 6. Subtract. Once you get to that 0, you're golden. So you're doing the same things every time. It's just in how you organize your numbers. The number one thing in division is you need to make sure that you have things lined up. So let's look at this. This is page 164, I believe. I just want to do a couple of problems, maybe 2 or 3 problems trying the different methods. So a farmer has 2,106 cows and 9 barns. If the farmer divides the cows equally into groups, how many cows will he put in each barn? So you're going to be dividing 2,106 divided by 9. So let's do the place value sections, just so we can kind of see that one first with a different set of numbers. So I'm looking at 2,106 divided by 9. Well, I'm thinking of my 9 products, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm kind of focusing in on this 21. I know 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. I think I'm going to go with 2. So make that a 200. 200 times 9 is 1,800, and I'm going to subtract. So I have 6, I have 0, I have 306. So I'm going to take this 306, and I'm going to make it another box, another place value section, 306. Now I'm looking to see, I'm making this a plus sign here. How many times does 9 go into 306? Well, again, I can do 2 is 180. 3 would be 270. 4 would be 360. So I'm going to say this is going to be 30, which is going to be 270. I'm going to subtract. I should get 6. 36. Then I'm going to create a whole nother section. 36. Well, I know that one easy, right? 36 divided by 9 is 4. 36. So my answer is 234. All right, let's try another one. A sidewalk covers, so this is an area one, number 2, 3,372 square feet. If the sidewalk is 4 feet wide, what is the length? So this is kind of like that first one we did today, 3,372 divided by 4. I'm going to do the expanded notation. So the answers are going to build up. So I'm kind of looking at 4 goes into 3,372. I'm going to say, and I'm honestly, boys and girls, I am really focusing on this 33. How can I get closest to 33? And I'm thinking 8, because 8 times 4 is 32. So if I did 800, it would be 3,200. I'm going to subtract that. So it's 271. I'm really going to look here at 172, and I'm going to think of my tens. So 4 times 4 is 16. So 4 times 40 would be 160. 4 times 5 would be 50, or 50 would be 200. That would be too much. So I'm going to go with the 40. Subtract 160. Then I can go 12 divided by 4. Ooh, I know that one pretty easily. That one is going to be 3. And then I'm going to add these 3 up to get 843 feet would be my answer. This up here would be cows per barn. Now I'm going to do one more, and that's with the digit by digit, just so you can kind of see them one more time. Olivia has $8. Her mother has $4,784. The amount Olivia's mother has is how many times the amount Olivia has. So we need to find out how many $8 fit into this. Now I'm going to go digit by digit, okay? I know that 8 doesn't go into 4, but I can look at 47, okay? 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 is too big, so I'm going to go with 5 with a 7 remaining. I'm going to bring down the 8. 8 times 9 is 72. 72, subtract, bring down. See how important it is to line everything up? Because you bring down too soon, or if you forget a number on the end, your answer completely transforms. So 64 divided by 8 is 8. Once you get to that 0, you're set. So I'm hoping that you see the 3 strategies and you find one that you can really connect with tonight. Tomorrow in class, we're going to talk about remainders. If you want to, in your SAB, try 4, 5, and 6 on page 164. That would be really good practice. Try one of each of the different strategies just to practice them. And we will talk some more tomorrow.